Yo, Donnie, what's up? Where's Joe?
I don't know Barack, but I'm on 18 kills against Little B right now. I'm about to nuke his ass, so let me focus for a sec.
Is he sniping right now? We're about to record the sniper tier list, so this could be a good intro for the
Barack,
video.
you gotta shut up, man. I can't focus.
Donnie, we were supposed to be recording this tier list 5 minutes ago. It's not.
Great, Barack. You see what you did? I couldn't hear that guy's footsteps because you wouldn't stop flapping your gums in my ear for 3 goddamn seconds.
It's not my fault you started a ranked game 3 minutes before we were supposed to start recording. Now, where's Joey at?
How would I know? You're the one that calls him Joey. You sure he's not still asleep in your bed right now?
Nice one, Donald.
How much you want to bet he is asleep right now, though? That motherfucker always sleeps through these recordings.
I'll put $20,000 on it.
Barack, do you know who I am? $50,000.
Deal.
He's definitely asleep.
Shut up, Donald.
Hello.
Joey, where are you, man?
What? Oh, I just woke up. Why, what's up?
Ha! I knew
Joe,
it.
we're supposed to be recording a sniper tier list right now, man.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. My PC was updating, and I was watching Bobby Play's HDR video since I don't have it yet, and I must have fell asleep. I'll be on in a sec.
That shit was way too easy, man.
God damn it, Joe.
All right, now that Sleepy Joe Biden snoozer is finally back from his beauty nap, let's get this sniper tier list started. First, let's start with some absolute dog water, the Arctic 50.
You know what, Donald? I agree with you. The last time the Arctic 50 was relevant was about the time you were still relevant.
Damn, Joey, that was cold. But I agree and disagree with you both here. I do think there's better options. But that doesn't mean it can't be a competitive and reliable sniper that works well with almost every playstyle.
Donald, what did you just DM me?
Oh, nothing, just a screenshot. Go ahead, take a look. Google Trends, bitch.
Guys, this video is going to be impossible to get through if you both keep doing this. Now, can we all agree the Arctic 50 is a C-tier weapon?
Yeah, I think there's better semi-auto options like the SVD or the Rytec. C seems good.
I can't believe you didn't say the XPR, Joe. Oh, my God.
The XPR hit marker's way too much, Donald.
Then put stopping power on it.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Even then, it hit marker's too much.
Maybe if you sit at the back of the map and hit enemies in the nutsack. The XPR is easily one of the best aggressive snipers if you don't have the aiming skills of an 80-year-old, or excuse me, a Joe Biden-aged individual.
Donald, I'm only 4 years older than you. I know you get confused about the difference between 4 and 8 years, though.
Don't talk to me about confusion, Mr. Repeat the Line.
Hey, seriously, guys, this is getting out of hand. Let's focus on the tier list. Now, I'm sorry, Joe, but I'm going to have to agree with Donald on this.
Thank you. The XPR is easily S tier.
That isn't what I said. The XPR with stopping power rounds is great, but I can't go higher than an A. And considering Joe thinks it's no good, I think A is an all-around good place to put it. Now, the next one is one that I think we can all agree on, the M21 EBR.
Oh, that's definitely D tier.
Yeah, I'm with Donald on this one.
Now, while we're here, the NA45 is an obvious D tier as well.
Absolutely agree with you, Barack. That gun is reserved for those with problems at home and YouTube challenge videos.
Now, hold on a sec.
No, Donald, the NA45 stays in D tier.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just going to say to move it ahead of the M21. At least the NA45 is unique and has some uses.
Oh my God, Donald, we're not doing the whole left to right, best to worst thing. It's not that serious.
Joe, when was the last time you even opened up YouTube? The last social media you were active on was MySpace. You didn't even know what a tier list was until about 5 minutes ago. This is how it's done.
Now, next up is the Outlaw. Now, this one arguably is a worse XPR, but I know a lot of people prefer it for quick scoping. Donald, I know you're pretty goated on the glass when it comes to movement and quick scoping. So what's your take here?
First off, thank you, Barack. That was very, very kind. I'm still trying to decide between the two. I find the Outlaw to be more consistent and satisfying to use, but the XPR being semi-auto is just way too dope. I would put the Outlaw just behind the XPR in A tier.
The Outlaw has horrendous range and is pretty much only useful for people that think sniping and playing with an SMG is the same.
That's the arthritis speaking, Joe.
All right. Low A tier it is. Next up is the Rytec. Statistically, I don't see much use in the Rytec. The mag size is way too small. The recoil and slow recentering is just awful. Honestly, looking at the stats now, I think the Arctic 50 is better in most of the ways that matter. Joe, you said you prefer the Rytec over the Arctic 50?
I did? Oh
my God, just put the Rytec at the bottom of C tier and call it good.
All right, next is the Koshka.
I like the Koshka a lot.
Are you guys stupid? What the hell is the Koshka?
Donald, I thought you liked a quick scope. The Koshka is a fantastic quick scope sniper because of its blank scope potential.
It's called the Koshka, you morons.
Koshka.
No, Joe. Koshka.
Koshka.
Oh my God.
Kawushka.
Jesus Christ, just put it high A tier.
Up next is the SVD.
The SVD is just a camper's XPR. Joe, I know you use the SVD a lot, right?
That's right.
Okay, Joe, where would you put it?
Well, higher than the XPR. So maybe S tier?
I knew you'd say that.
Where would you put it, Donald?
Well, first off, you absolutely would never catch me using the SVD. I believe in the Second Amendment, but I also believe anyone that uses this sniper should be de-armed immediately. This gun and everyone who uses it is toxic, and I believe it is a D-tier weapon right next to the NA-45.
Why do you think that?
I have my reasons, Barack.
I beat him in a 1v1 with it.
Absolutely not. This is nothing but fake news, nothing but baseless rumors in an attempt to brainwash the public. There's no evidence, not a shred, to support such a ridiculous claim. Who was that?
Hey, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Oh, fuck.
Hey, buddy, you remember that 1v1 I had against Donnie last week?
Yeah, you cooked his ass with that SVD.
Okay, fine. A tier.
Joe, while we have you here, what tier would you put the ZRG in?
The ZRG is pretty much just for search and destroy players that want to snipe but always hit the legs. I will say it's nice to be able to aim low and catch players sliding around corners, but I think it's average at best. I would say B tier is good.
All right, thanks, Joe. Appreciate you coming by.
Anytime, Joe.
All right, boys, last three guns, starting with the Locust. Now, I gotta say, this is my personal favorite sniper for respawn game modes.
I just feel like the Locust doesn't know if it wants to be a Koshka or a DLQ.
Yeah, besides that horseshit pronunciation, I agree with you, Joe. The Locust is one of the best snipers, but I think the DLQ is a little better at what it's meant to do, and the Koshka is better for what it's meant to do.
I'm just gonna have to disagree with you here, fellas. I think the Locust is the perfect medium of the DLQ and the Koshka. But I can see how it comes down to personal preference. How about we do S tier and see where it ends up when we get to the DLQ?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, same here.
All right, the newest sniper, the HDR.
So from what I've seen so far with
Joe, you have no right to speak. You haven't touched this gun yet. I, on the other hand, already have it diamond and can give the correct opinion.
Donald, getting it diamond already just means you killed bots for 12 hours straight and didn't take a shower. You probably smell like a frat house after a week-long bender and a broken sewage pipe.
Joe, you smell like cottage cheese in an old folks' home. Let me talk about the HDR. Now, the HDR is basically a more aggressive ZRG with a better mag size. I like it more, but think it should be in B tier with the ZRG.
I haven't used the HDR yet, but based on the stats, I would agree with that. Now, finally, we have the DLQ. This thing is as OG as it gets.
Absolutely, Barack. I think it's safe to say the DLQ is deserving of S tier.
You really can't go wrong with the DLQ. This is a no-brainer.
All right, so this is our list. Do we have any adjustments? I know we said we would take a second look at the Locust. How are we feeling about that?
I know Cisco switched from the DLQ to the Locust recently, and his snipes are absolutely bussin'. So if the DLQ is S tier, I think it's fair the Locust is too.
Donald, what the hell is bussin'?
Keep up, Joe.
All right, so that's the final Call of Duty mobile sniper tier list. Thank you, gentlemen, for participating in this video.
Absolutely, Barack.
And to the viewers watching from home, make sure to subscribe to HawksNest and let us know in the comment section below if you'd like to see more of us ranking shit.
Peace.